Ìwọ òrìṣà ká má wáre o. Olúwa mi, ìwọ òrìṣà tí mo wà láyé o. Olúwa mi. Ìjẹ́ òrìṣà tí mo wáyé o. Olúwa mi, ìwọ òrìṣà tí mo wà láyé o. Olúwa mi. Ìjẹ́ òrìṣà ká má wáre o. Olúwa mi, ìwọ òrìṣà tí mo wà láyé o.
The Yoruba accounts of creation. Yoruba mythology states that there was once simply the sky above, water below, and untamed marshes below. The great god Eledumare ruled the sky, and the goddess Olokun ruled the earth. The god of creation, Obatala, thought there was more to the world. Then he went to Eledumare, the highest god, to ask for permission to make dry land that would be inhabited by a variety of living things. His wish was fulfilled. He also asked the deity of prophecy, knowledge and wisdom, Orunmila, the eldest son of Eledumare, for guidance. Obatala received advice from Orunmila on what he needed and how to proceed with his quest. Orunmila told Obatala that to reach down from the sky, he will need a long gold chain, a snail's shell filled with sand, a white hen, a black cat, and a palm nut. As advised by Orunmila, Obatala went in search of the gold chain he needed for his journey. The other gods all contributed the gold needed for the chain. When the chain was completed, Orunmila accompanied Obatala to where the gold chain was anchored from the heavens to reach the earth where there was just water. Orunmila then gave Obatala the sand-filled snail shell, the white hen, the black cat, and the palm nut. One by one, Obatala put them into a bag, which he slung over his shoulder. Then he said farewell to Orunmila and began to climb down the golden chain to begin his quest. As early instructed by Orunmila, he poured the sand from the snail shell into the mist below and released the white hen immediately. The hen landed on the sand and began scratching and spreading the sand with his beak to form the first solid portion of land on the earth. When Obatala landed on the newly found land, he named it Ife. The land had spread to all the corners of the earth and also formed hills and valleys. He then planted the palm nuts, which grew into a mature palm tree. The mature tree dropped its nuts upon the land, and they also quickly grew to maturity, forming vegetation. He later kept the black cat for companion. Months had passed. Obatala was proud of all he had achieved, but he began to feel lonely and bored. He decided to make beings like himself to keep him company. Then he dug the soil and made man from clay and set them aside for Eledumare to breathe life into them. He worked so hard that he became tired and thirsty. He then went and drank palm wine from the trees. Unknown to him, he got drunk and molded human beings that were not so perfect and had disabilities. After a while, he called out to Eledumare and said, "Hear me, Eledumare, you who are like a father to me. I have created figures out of clay, but only you can breathe life into them and make them into living people. I ask you to do this for me so that I can have human companions in Ife." And it came to be that Eledumare breathed life into the figures. Obatala had curated, and they came to life. They noticed Obatala's house and made houses for themselves and placed them nearby. Thus, they created the first Yoruba village in Ife, where there had been only one solidarity house. Obatala realized that some of the people were deformed as a result of his drunkenness. He vowed never to drink again and to be a protector of the disabled. Today, he is regarded as the patron deity of people with disabilities. The people prospered, and the Yoruba village of Ife grew into a city.